we all know Congresswoman is a true friend of Pakistan. When there was floods, she was first to write to the president. She was first to go to Pakistan. She actually visited all those areas where there was water. She was first to get the $30 million aid for Pakistan for the flood victims. Then on the way back, she got 300,000 tents and a $20 million more aid to Pakistan. But that was not enough. She came back, she went to the US House, and she made the case for Pakistan flood victims that nobody has done ever in the history of the United States of America. When there was an earthquake, she was there to visit all the affected areas. And she has taken sewing machines for the women so that they can do sewing and make the livelihood for their families. In a nutshell, there has been no occasion where Congresswoman has not stood up and held the Bhutan from America to help Pakistan. And this is our duty. This is our duty now to help in a way that this is our time to help, because her being in the city, this city would do much better. When I say much better, I'm not saying the city is not only better, but we're gonna get one step ahead of it. So this is what we visualize for Houston. We want to see in Houston that we can take a train to Hobby, Intercontinental. We want to see a Houston where roads and bridges are absolutely good, that you don't get punctures or your tires get busted. We want the oil industry to galvanize, to support the drilling in Pakistan. We all know that in Karachi, a lot of wells are capped in Balochistan. This petrochemical dollar can be diverted if she takes a team to Pakistan to explore something that we all need. I think one question comes to all of us, and one question which I ask from your side, Congresswoman, why you want to run for the mayor of Houston? And I think that question is for you to answer. Please welcome Congresswoman Sheila Jackson-Lee.
Dr. Qadeer, I cannot thank you enough for the generosity of this evening and for the decades of friendship that so many even in this room may not know with Dr. Qadeer, his wife, and his boys that I have known from the early years. And I thank your family.
Thank you.
Your sister, mom that I knew, and many other family members, brother and others. So give Dr. Qadeer a very large applause, please. Appreciate him very, very, very much. Let me as well thank the silent man over there, Mr. Tahir Bhatti, with the best camera that you could ever see. And I want to thank Tanveer Ahmad and his father and other extended family members that are here, and all of you who I can count as individuals who have been on the battlefields of your support for this nation, for America, because you're patriots. I've seen your support, and for Pakistan. And also to have given me the privilege of serving in the United States Congress, bringing about, for the first time in the history of the United States Congress, the U.S. Congressional Pakistan Caucus. Never was there a caucus before. And of course, the counterpart in the Senate was the Southeast Asian Caucus, but we're the only one that had the U.S. Pakistan Caucus, and it is still alive and well. Last evening we were in Washington at the Washington Correspondents' Dinner. Got home this morning and saw my good friend Senator Van Hollen, who was born in Pakistan, and he is my very dear friend fighting with me for the issues of Pakistan in the United States Senate. But we developed that friendship around these issues. So the question is a good one about the receiving intense call and pressure to come home and to run for the mayor of the 4th largest city in the nation. I was delayed here. You'll never find me delayed for foolishness or purposes of dilatory behavior. But I was at the OTC, the Offshore Technology Conference. I thought it was important to make a mark there for you and for the leadership of the city. Over the years I've gone as a member of Congress, I wanted to go and was invited wearing 2 hats, perspective and my present hat. I say that to say that I'm running because I believe that this is a city that has more opportunities in its left pocket, its right pocket, and in front of it. I'm running because I don't need to step on, I'm going to step up. Mayor Turner has done a wonderful job building this city up, fighting against more disasters than one might imagine. And we are not defined as a city of disasters. We're defined as a city of hope. And so now, with the 21st century well on the way, 2023, it is time for Houston to be defined as a destination city, to be defined as an international city, to be defined as a city that has both the conglomerate of energy and the innovation of green energy. But it is also a city for the basic nuts and bolts. And that is, I have gone from different parts of the city that are not in my congressional district. And I hear people saying, you know, I don't see anyone out here. I don't see anyone over here. And so I have a plan for this city. I don't want one person in the far west within the boundaries of the city limits to think they're not cared for, or the southwest, or way northwest or northeast, or southeast and southwest. So we will look at this city and divide it in sectors. And out of that will come our studied roadmap for healthcare, for infrastructure, for crime. And then we will begin to take an assessment. I will not spend my time giving you the entire roadmap. How many people even know what property does the city own? Most of us don't think about that. How rich is the city? What are the opportunities for development that we should know about? So if we wanted to do cricket in the city, the mayor could just say, look, you can go right here. There are 100 acres, just as an example. And we can engage on a discussion about a big cricket complex, which we know people are looking in other parts other than within the city limits. Or, how many counselor offices do we have? I know they're busy with council work, but what about engaging them in having more international business? I'm going to give them work to do. More international business. You invite 4 businesses a month to come from your country to look at Houston as a place to do business. Developing the international framework. But I do know that you're going to have to answer the question, does she know about the wastewater $5 billion consent order, and how do we address that? Yes, because by the time, if I am fortunate enough to have the votes of the citizens of Houston, I will have immersed myself with engineers on what is the best way to answer and resolve this 5-year issue, $5 billion, public-private partnerships that we will look at to expedite and to move forward a fixed wastewater system It's not going to be answered with me speaking here tonight because you have to get into the weeds. But I do know that we have some of the finest engineers and the finest possibilities of public-private partnership and very good teams in both the city and the county that want to get this work done. Healthcare deserts, there are many of them. We should begin to look at how we can move various healthcare resources throughout the city. Mental health access. Young people are concerned that there are limited access for mental health needs. What you do with that is that you use the resources and the roadmap that will get you in a plan that you can methodically look at how you fix problems. So the idea, the foundation that you're now laying on a campaign that's going to cost millions, is that I want people to have a sense not of hope, but of doism. This campaign is about doing. And the campaign is not about running, it's about doing and leading a city where people feel that in their own neighborhood something is getting done. We know that crime is one that is at everyone's dinner table, sadly so. I am not going to be defeated by criminals. We will have an approach to making sure that we target areas where the numbers are high. And it is a combination of speaking to all of the factors of the judiciary system. That is the DA, that is appropriately the courts. You don't speak to individual judges, you speak to the leadership. And of course, all of our layered law enforcement officers. As a 28-year member of the House Judiciary Committee, there's not one federal law enforcement that I have not engaged in and have seen their work. And I am always eager to see how we can partnership with federal resources. It's sad to say that the FBI got to Cleveland, Texas just a day late, not there. They were called in, but I believe the FBI on the scene right away could have caught this heinous actor that killed 5 innocent people with an AR-15. So it's cooperation, collaboration, it's knowledge. And I'll just finish on this. Never am I far away from the advocacy of internationalism. You just can't. And this city will be a city that lets the world know that we care and we know about the concerns that are expressed by those who live in our city. We'll also be a city that reflects the social justice needs of our community. And yes, we'll be a city about business, the business of this beautiful restaurant with the mother and daughter team, the businesses that are not in this room. This will be a city, as I said, of opportunities. And I think I am best suited for bringing the wherewithal of the federal government, the good resource part, the small business part, the various huge legislation that we pass. And never to leave anyone out. I want some special things as well. As we have indicated, I'm going to be listening to you, because I want to know what we do to keep the generations here. Those who are the professional services, those who are creative, and those who are just looking to say, where am I going to plant my interests? I'm a good listener, and out of good listening comes good action. And so I happen to think that besides the wonderful new surge of life at NASA, we're going to be really rocketing Artemis 2 and Artemis 3. And they're based right out of NASA Johnson. We've got it way out there, which is where it is. And frankly, we don't, in the old days, they used to be really integrated into the city. I'm going to bring them out of their hibernation over there and take advantage of the positive 21st century image of NASA going to Mars and the moon.
Yeah.
So we can define our city with a new look that yes, we're a space city of the 21st century. We may be the Mars and Moon city of the 21st century, bringing more talent, more engineers, more scientists to our city. We've got enough space. And then lastly, for this moment, because I don't want to continue, there's a lot of layering of running a city. I'll have another meeting and talk about budgeting so that everyone will be comforted by the fact that I understand the travails of a budget for a city this size. But I also want to conclude on saying, let's wake up Houston with a little pizzazz. Let's get our own Hollywood. Let's get our own production and music complex so that those who are interested in that kind, those younger persons interested in that kind of production, those of you who got some folk who've heard of Bum B, he's coming back now with just a whole lot of talent. Let's put ourselves on the map and not lean and give it up to any of the Bollywoods, the Nollywoods in Nigeria, or the Hollywoods. We're not giving that up. We're going to be the new Snatch Hollywood, and we're going to be the Houston Wood. I got to get a better name for it. I didn't want to get Hollywood, but we are the show-off wood, whatever we are. We have enough land, we have enough talent, we have enough fun, and that's what I want to see. So thank you so very much for listening. Houston rising, Houston moving into the 21st century, Houston building and building and building, and Houston full of opportunities, leaving no one behind. My opening remarks as I close and give you this: some people see things as they are and ask why. I see things as they should be and ask why not. Let us be the why not city. Thank you all so very much.
Sheila.
Such a pleasure and honor to have you here.
Enjoy.
We're so excited for you. When I saw the news, like everyone, I think in the Houston Chronicle, that you were thinking about running for mayor, I just let out a shout because we know you've got this. We have seen all that you have done for Houston to date, and especially for the South Asian community, and we greatly appreciate it. And we're here behind you, supporting you all the way. So thank you.
I know Sheila Jackson from 30 years. We travel together. We have a lot of things that we have done in our life. And now what we're doing, I live in Fort Bend County, and so we're gonna have Fort Bend County for Sheila Jackson. So we're gonna have something pretty soon, and hopefully we're gonna reach our goal, what we need to be done. And good luck to you.
Thank you.
I don't think so. He's the guy with me at Fort Bend County.
Thank you. I won't take more time. I just want to thank, since 13, 14 years ago, I moved to Houston, Texas, and being that time I only knew there's one Congresswoman in Texas, and that's the Sheila Jackson Lee. That's what I thought. So everywhere with Sheila Jackson, we've been working for more than 14 years. Almost like every fundraiser, I was a part of it. It was Chennai Hall, it was like Hillcrofts and all those areas, and now been working more closely with Sheila for the last couple of years, and we are planning in the Fort Bend, of course, like all the elected officials want us to create like another team. It's going to be Fort Bend elected official for Sheila, and we are trying to make one of the biggest teams pretty soon in Fort Bend County. And I'm so proud, like we're going to have some of areas for her is also in the Fort Bend County, yes, which I think one of the good things. And I won't take more time. I would thank Dr. Asaf Qadeer and Tahir Bhatti and all these great people who've been doing awesome, and I would love to be a part of it. Thank you.
We also have here Mr. George. Mr. George specializes what you see right here in this standing. And this is Mr. George. Please stand up. George Thomas from India, and he's our guy that we get all our job printed. Today, he's also a part of parcel of the contributing for the council on Sheila Jackson. We also have Radha Merchant is a friend of mine. He's the son of my friend Riyaz. He's an entrepreneur. He's an attorney. He does real estate like his father. And I have big hopes on him. I am going to bet on him that he will be a new entrepreneur in Houston. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Qadeer.
Counselor.
Thank you. You know, when I heard that you were running, I knew you were the right candidate. We've heard about you and what you've done in Congress, and I knew that would translate to the city of Houston, and we kind of need this fire because as a native Houstonian, very proud of what we say H-Town, and I'm tired of us losing to other rival cities in Texas on major things, and I don't want to win the award for dirtiest city we did. I don't know if you heard about that this past year. So I know you're the right person to take us there. So I was happy to be part of it.
In Washington, they say, "Would you yield to me?" And I needed him to yield to me because the Texas Medical Center is a jewel. And I want you to know, Doctor, that I know just about every head of hospital I have met with. I've either solved a problem, they've helped me solve a problem. There is no doubt of the respect that is internationally, nationally renowned, and that is one of the points that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that we have these jewels. I want them to elevate Houston, build us up, so that it's not New York, County Clerk Walker, it is not Dallas, it is not LA or San Francisco, it's not Chicago. It's Houston, Texas, and I need you all to do that. What a jewel the medical center is. We shouldn't have to say one word than Houston and TMC, but we've got to build it up. So thank you. I did not forget it, but I wanted you to know I am entrenched in the Texas Medical Center. Thank you for the renowned research and scholarship and medical care that's given, and might I say, the amount of indigent care that has been given, and I want to see that grow as we grow the resources and the research right there at the medical center. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Congresswoman, I am really happy to see you here today. I am fully aware of how much you have done for Pakistan. And something which was not mentioned, I'm fully aware that you are a recipient of the Hilali Imtiaz, which is one of the very highest honors that the government of Pakistan can bestow upon anyone. And I know that more than most because I served in Pakistan for 4 years as president of a university in Islamabad. They call it vice chancellor there. And in that capacity, I sat on the committee which made these awards, and I know how very prestigious the Hilali Imtiaz is. And it is obvious that the government of Pakistan values very, very highly what you have done for our beloved country. So thank you, Congresswoman, and I'm delighted that now you will be here in Houston to do even more for our community. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I call all of you my people because I have come to know all of you that way, and you have been my support these 4 years that I have been in office.
Beautiful.
I was delighted to hear that my friend and my colleague, because we started this journey together way back when, I won't tell you when, on the Houston City Council. And one thing you know about Sheila is you may not always agree with her, but we do know that she's always fighting for us. Can I get an amen? Everywhere she goes, everything she does is about us. And so we all know that in order to win mayor, you have to have Fort Bend County, Houston.
Yes.
And so we are all here. I've asked my friends that I heard her run to please, let's get together and be Fort Bend County for Sheila Jackson Lee. So thank you so much, Sheila. We're wishing you the best.
Sheila Jackson Lee is running for the mayor of Houston, and I know her from a long time, and she has done an excellent job. I think that she can take Houston to the next level, and I think that we all hope for it, that she's gonna be the one mayor that everybody is going to remember.
We are delighted that Congresswoman spoke to us. We found that what is our plans are, what is our agenda for our city. I could not say anything that this city really needs Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. There cannot be any candidate who is more suited for this city at this time. Congresswoman, we welcome you to this city. The doors are open here. We have been Estonian for over 40 years. This city needs dynamic person like you, a go-getter who never takes no for an answer.
Well, I'm excited to be here this evening to be supported by such a diverse community of business persons and leaders, and really the Pakistani American community right here in Houston, Texas. It's been a privilege to serve as the chair of the Pakistani caucus in the United States Congress. In fact, the chair and founder. It is even more of a privilege to be welcomed home by the Pakistani American community here to Houston to say run for mayor and to listen to their vision and to ensure that the vision of all of Houston is the vision of the next mayor of the city of Houston. Whether it is the medical center, whether it is green energy and solar energy with all other aspects of energy, whether it is safer streets, or the fact that we are able to ride on infrastructure redone streets to ensure that there's recreation and there's entertainment and that this is a destination city. We're building Houston for the future. We're building on its foundation. We're taking Houston to another level, and we open the doors of opportunity for everyone. And I am delighted to certainly say to the Pakistani American community, the doors of opportunity are open and they will not be closed. We will make sure that we have a city that reflects all of us. And I thank you for the support, Sheila, for mayor.
Thank you.